Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, Erica, Ditto, Ruby. Hey, Pat, Melanie, Kamika, Cynthia. I'm doing pretty good. Hey, Neek, Michelle. Hello, hello, hello. J to Dope. How you doing? Hey, Annie Boo. Love you too, Alana. Thank you. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Christine, Deborah, um, Brenda Henson, Christine Robinson, Starla, Peggy Kennard, Audrey K. I am feeling better. I am. Thank you, Melanie. How are you this evening? Carmelita, hello. I'm doing great. How are you? Lakeisha, Gilchrist, thank you so much, Sweet Pea. You know how you cry and then you start having sinus issues. Hey, Purple. Hey, Sherry. Denise Scott, how are you? No problem. It's good to hear. You had the twins and little Teresa. Oh, my word. You had your hands full. Same to you, Denise Paul. Hey, Adita. How you doing, beautiful? Thank you, Carmelita. Uh, we went to Nana's house today, and we just got back home. What time did we get to Nana's house today? I don't know. I don't remember what time I got off. But we went and we just got home, and so it had pretty much cleared out. It wasn't crowded. It just was my stepbrother was there and his girlfriend and two of my cousins, and that's it. And so we're gonna go back tomorrow. Hey, Tiana. Thank you, Ruby. Hey, Cynthia. I have been in the hospital since Tuesday night. Oh, we love you too, Cynthia. And we're praying for you. We're believing for a speedy recovery, okay? For you, keep us always. Thank you, Ruby. Hey, Tiana. For Friday Night Live. I thought yesterday. Oh, gosh. And you know, I thought about going on last night. I did. I don't know what I was too tired. I cleaned the entire house yesterday, y'all. I did. Except two rooms. And that was biscuit room, well, three. Biscuit room, the laundry room, and my bathroom and my closet. Well, my bedroom. I made my bed, but I didn't get on my hands and knees and clean. I didn't do a deep clean in the house. I did what I call to be a general clean. Okay. It wasn't a deep clean. Hey, Lady J. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Hey, AJ, how are you? Thank you, Ladybug. I got in front of that TV last night and I just sat. I'm doing okay. I was wondering if you could say a prayer for me. My apartment were destroyed by a tornado on Memorial Day in Dayton, Ohio. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Oh, wow, Denise. I am so sorry to hear that. And we are, yes, Lord, we're going to be in prayer for you, okay? We're going to say a prayer and just ask God. And we know He's going to provide. We know He's going to provide. We're just praying for your strength and your peace in this time, okay? Thank you, Jessica, for just when I said provide, I hear in my head, I hear Tamala Man singing God provides. Make sure. It's that girl. How are you? Cooking dinner, steak marinated, cucumbers, and corn on the cob. I looked for a video from you yesterday after I didn't get a notification that said Reese probably still dealing with baby being sick. You know what? They are actually feeling better, praise God. Okay. Being sick, my baby was sick for 2 weeks. She had to whatchamacallits. Do you hear me? Boy, but God, okay? Oh my word. Hey Sheila Johnson. Come here and say hello to everybody. Let them know you're feeling better.
Hi, I'm feeling okay.
Just okay? You should say amazing compared to the way you felt.
Yeah.
You know. Sit this on that. Sit this on that. Oh, don't have this straight.
You don't?
No.
Well, Daddy's.
Starla say, I know that's right, Beanie.
What?
I'm missing those crabs. I can't wait to come back down there. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say because you don't have.
Wait a minute. Come here and talk to you, Beans. Be still for just a minute and talk to the people.
Wait a minute. I can't be still that long.
Yes, you can. Put this down for you, break it. And come in.
Hi.
Hey, Ash. Miss Peggy says she's glad you're feeling better.
You gave them mods?
What? Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Hello. It's hot in here.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I promise you. I'm going to go check the time and I'll come back. What?
She's trying to get away.
No, Mom. I'm serious. It's hot in here.
Don't bother the air. Here. I pushed it up some.
It's 76.
I know. It's all right. 76 is still cool. It's not 86. Hey, Kamika. Did I speak? Hey, Sugar Cookie. Charlene Owens. Hello. Thank you, Sweet Pea. And same to you. Olitha. Hey, Ladybug. Miss Pat say you look so pretty, Mia. Come here and say thank. You remember Miss Pat and her sons came?
Yes. And Radio.
Mm-hmm. She said, Mia, you look so pretty.
Thank you. Daddy opened it up like it was nothing.
I know it. The big hands he got. Thank you, Denise. Hey, Tamita. Hey, Kendra. How you doing, boo? Hey, Thea. Hello, Peggy Sue. Thank you, Denise Bowden. Thank you. Yes, they are finally on summer break. Yes.
Mom. Oh, no.
You full, Annie? What did you eat? And you didn't send me
She
in.
ate chicken.
What is that? Oh, that's my bag. Y'all need to lay out y'all clothes for tomorrow because y'all going with me again tomorrow.
What?
Are you serious?
No.
You didn't put the top in there, did you? Make sure you don't want the thing to blow up.
I put it in bowls.
Who you making nachos for?
Mm-hmm.
You using yellow and white sauce?
I always do.
Bring me a chip. Let me taste it.
Guess what?
The yellow sauce.
Okay.
You like the scoops or the tortilla chips?
Scoops.
Right there. Right here.
These are the
Scoops.
These are the tortillas.
Where the scoops at?
I'm using them.
I cook lima beans, corn on the cob, barbecue chicken, and crab. My word. When I sprayed my butter. Michelle. You know, Ashley, a whole mess.
Here's
I
the,
put the mango in there today. Should be
here's
there Monday.
the,
Oh, thank you. I wanted the white sauce.
you said yellow.
I want white. How you feeling, Sabrina?
Be careful, it's hot.
It's like lava.
Uh,
Queso, queso, queso.
Queso.
Queso, queso. What you say? Queso, queso, queso. What you say? Queso.
Queso.
It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
I'm blessed.
She'll be ready for y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get her on camera for you tomorrow, Peggy. Okay? Yeah. Hmm. A little pain. Charity. That sounds so good. I'm doing good. It's that girl. I tried to call, but the number was not working. But I'm glad you're here. You did? Oh wow. Let me make sure you got the right number. Um I need some of that queso.
You want it? I
Yeah.
left it
Give me
for
the
you.
I need the scoops.
I need you to want more. That's why I use them.
What's the What's the best way to reach you to meet her through Instagram or Facebook?
Do I put my refrigerator or?
In the refrigerator. Okay. I think we had a pretty. They all went to sleep at Nana house. They got down in their den, turned the AC on, and turned the light off. They were out cold.
Oh, I forgot to eat.
Sharon and you and I both chunky, huh? It was bad. I don't know my own phone number. Hold on. Mm. I'm cooking a lasagna and my favorite fried chicken. Okay. Hey, Sandra. AJ. They wore that curry chicken out. And I tell you, I had my brother, his girlfriend, my aunt, two of my cousins, um, Ashley, Janae, Jalen, Mia, all ate it. I had 2 pans of curry chicken. We have, because it's over there for them to eat. I had a half, not even a half a pan left. Okay. It's your first time, Ashley? Hey, Miss Sick Humor.
Hey everybody.
Am I putting up a video? I did it live this morning. He gone, child, like lightning.
Adios.
He gone, y'all. Hey, Regina. Hey, Vernell. He done took off, DJ, for real. He gone. He gone with the wind. Okay, so um, hey, Ruby. Thank you, Vanessa Lee.
You need to get your daughter. She's so weird.
What you doing?
All I wanted to do is use her charger because I know where mine was. You gonna take it?
It's going pretty good on this Friday. Going pretty good. You got my message? Trying to keep cool. No. Put my phone number in right there for me. Did I put it right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hmm? Let me see. Hmm? Okay. Tamita, you still in here? Yes, he is, Melanie. I inboxed you my number on Messenger because I couldn't find you on Instagram. Thank you, Kenya. How are you this evening? Oh, Lord. Mm. I'm putting stuff in my face and trying to read y'all comments at the same time. It's hard to chew and read at the same time, especially when you got something crunchy. Okay? Hey, Connie Bass. I am. I think thank you, Ruby. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mama Margaret. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I really do. Thank you. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Cynthia Boo. You know, I'm not going to start. I'm eating chips and queso cheese. You hear me crunching? Ashley said it was her first time having it. I hadn't even paid any attention that she hadn't ever tried my curry chicken. My phone had kicked the bucket at Nana house and I didn't even have my charger, Cynthia. Thank y'all for today. Hey, Mrs. Lady Lee. Okay. Hey, Blair. Tiana, I looked at your story today on Facebook. I was like, who in the world is Queen? I started thinking, I said, oh, Lord, somebody don't hack this child page. I'm telling you, that's what came. I'm like, oh, my goodness, somebody done quack. Child, I'm glad to know you got 2 pages. Thank you, Ruby. How have you been? I know you say you've had some illness, but it's good to hear from you. Mm-hmm. Deidre. How you say your name? Deidre. Is it Deidre? I'm gonna call you D. Email me a picture of you. Okay, Connie, it's gone. Ask Ashley if she's still in here. Ashley, you still in here? Some of my cousins, um, they're a lot older than I am, right? So it made me feel good. You did? Okay. Hello, Lee Ann. I love you too, and thank you, Ladybug. How you say Kima? Hello, Kima. Um, that's right, girl. You have to remind me, okay? That's right. That's Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie, you're the reason why I love you so. Y'all know I'll break out and go to singing in a minute. Can't carry a tune, not yet. I'm gonna work on that throat. Do you hear me? Mm-hmm. Oh, cute. Hey, Maddie Hayes. Hey, daughter of the king. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get something to drink. So y'all that's coming in, give y'all a moment to catch up. But I gotta get something to drink. Them corn chips done dried my throat out. Okay? Okay. Done dried my throat out. Hold on. Don't nobody believe in putting water in the fridge. I'm gonna eat 2 more donuts tonight. And then I'm gonna be done with the donuts for tonight. Okay? So how is everybody? The devil has been busy. I have been struggling with illness, etc. And still fighting the fight, one day at a time. But all things are possible. My Father, Amen. All things are possible. That's good, Leanne. Hey, Lynette. Okay, what we gonna talk about tonight, y'all? Y'all got to keep me up. I woke up 4:30. I was asleep on the couch. Y'all ever get to where you want to sleep with no sound? Because we used to sleep with the TV on. So Galen wanted the TV on and I didn't. So I came and got on the couch. And um, I was asleep, but I wasn't really asleep. I think I was in a dream or something. And okay, Ruby, hugs and kisses, sweet pea. Roger, you found it all? I'm doing pretty good, Leanne. How are you? I don't know. I haven't seen Stephanie's name yet. Um, so I was sleep on the couch, and Galen walked. He know I'm easily scared when I'm asleep. I can't stand for you to creep up on me. You need to gently say something and let me know you're there, okay? So he put his hand on my back, right between my shoulder blade, touched me, just laid his hand there and said real softly, Teresa. He said, your mom just called. He said, Nana called. And she said, your dad just passed. And all I could do was just drop my head. I didn't cry. I just was trying to figure out how I felt. I couldn't go to sleep after that. I tossed and turned. I sat on the side of the bed. When I sat in the bathroom, I remember, talking to God and just thinking, just thinking. I don't even know what time I got back in the bed, but I laid at the foot of the bed, and I can remember feeling, um, what do I need to do next? What do I do next? That's the only way you can sleep. Hey, Shannon, thank you. Yeah, you're right. Let me see. That's what Galen put on them rain sounds. It don't do it for me. Thank you, Blair. And um I tossed and turned. I laid at the foot of the bed. I laid at the top of the bed. I was back at the foot of the bed, and I laid at the top of the bed. It was just I was back and forward, back and forward. And then eventually I got cold, and I remember covering up, and I tossed and turned some more. And then um, I heard Galen moving around. And hey, Danielle, thank you, sweet pea. Thank you, Peggy. Rainmove.com is your favorite. I ate one donut. So when I heard Galen fooling around, I heard him putting his clothes on. Just when I opened my eyes. And I got up, and I don't know what happened after that. I know eventually we got up and we put on clothes. Um, we went to the store, and I realized that my plans had changed. And laundry detergent, you know, just do some stuff that I wanted to do, not that I needed to do. So my plans changed. So I ended up going to the store, and I picked up a few things. got the car washed and vacuumed out. But most of all, and I had my husband with me. I know God is with me. And I don't want to say that like, that's something just. But here's the reason why I woke up this morning. And yeah, I when I say I tossed and turned, I tossed and turned, AJ, and I flipped and flopped. Miss Soul Food, how you doing? Welcome, sweet pea. I love you back. Text it to me in the messenger, Tiana, because I know I have to go through all kind of stuff. How can you fully trust God? Ooh, ooh, that's a good one. How can we fully trust God? Hmm. 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 Hold on. My dad, Alicia. Thank you, Anita. Uh, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I don't even know how to put it into words. Thank you, Tiana. I have a good. Thank you. Mm. Hey, naturally, D. How can we fully trust God? Anybody want to answer? Okay, and that's basically what I was saying in my head. The first step is to simply make an intentional decision to trust God. I'm gonna write this down because that was in my head. Make a decision, or basically to. I wanted to say just walk by faith. You know, just do what you have to, and try not to worry. You know, that's how I was gonna put it into words, but I wasn't quite sure if that's what I wanted to say. Make sure my pen right. Y'all ever have a bunch of ink pens and don't none of them bad boys right? And that's where we at today. I don't want to work. I don't want to act. Use a marker. Thank you, Alicia. Is it possible for a believer and a non-believer to be together? It is, but it's called being not equally yoked. When I say it's possible, um, you can trust God if you're worrying about the things you're trusting in you. That's right. Hey, Rare, Groovy, YT, how are you? Hey, Marilyn. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Thank you, Deborah. It's personal, you know. Everybody's walk is different. So whatever it is you are entering into, if you're gonna pray and ask God for healing, our thing is we panic because of the results that we could possibly get. It's not saying that God is not going to heal us, but there's a process. And so when we begin to panic, worry, stress out, when we're running like a chicken with our head cut off, trying to find the answer to our problem, the answer has already been given to us. And I know we all have in our minds sometimes of how we want our healing to take place. We want God to just do it. We want God to just give me the job. We want God to just, if He gave us everything that we want right off the bat, we wouldn't appreciate anything. It would just be, I mean, what's the purpose of Jesus Christ then? What's the purpose that we would need no faith? My son, I begin to trust like never before. Thank you, Tamita. Thank you. I appreciate that. I look at him as my father that I never knew. It's getting to know. I always refer back to one of my favorite scriptures, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. No matter how things may seem and feel, I put my trust and faith in Him. Okay? If we don't trust God, who else do you put the spiritual trust in? That's right. But see, the thing is, we don't always operate by spiritual. We operate in the flesh. So we put most of our trust in man. You know, we go to the doctors and we want them to answer every one of our questions the way we want them to. We don't want to get the negative report. We don't want to get this. And some of y'all got some health issues that somebody else will look like they done been drugged through the mud, hit by a fleet of buses, been picked back up, drugged through the ocean, they've been picked out, squeezed out, they've been drugged over the mountains, they've been hit by 12 SUVs, they've been run over by a minivan, they've been hit by a dump truck, they've been picked up and scooped up by a bulldozer, they've been thrown in the back of a garbage truck, they've been dumped out into the landfill and then dug up, and then, you get what I'm saying? Some people struggle with wear you out. Everybody's not the same. And so that's right. Yes, Alicia. Thank you for where this conversation is going. I was up 5 a.m. this morning talking to my granny about this. But beware, chances are, once you make this decision, you'll soon find yourself having to practice it regularly. When I tell you the other day, y'all, sometimes you get to the point where I'm gonna say me, I found myself not knowing how to pray. I found myself going through my head just all over the place. I found myself not knowing what to say. I found myself speechless. Like, what is wrong with me? It's like everything that I have learned, everything that I know, everything, it just, the words will not come out. But the other day I had to do something, and I just began to talk to God. Okay, I had to literally ask Him for help. I had to go before someone, and I did not want to act like a fool because in my flesh, I felt like I wanted to act ignorant. I wanted to go in, get loud, get aggressive with whoever it was, and say all kinds of stuff. But I knew that that would not be a benefit to me. Okay, I knew that God was not going to get the glory for my life by me doing that, and so I didn't want to be a crybaby because I'm one of those people that I cry when I get angry. When I'm hurt, I cry. It's a different kind of cry, but I cry, you know, and I can't help it. Tears fall, honey, they fall, they roll, they tumble, they jump up, and they do karate kicks and everything. The devil will begin to hit you with situations and stresses that cause you to worry and be anxious, and you're going to have to remind yourself of the decision you made. That's just where I found myself this week. I asked God, what can I do for you as your servant? When I honor him and obey him, my blessings will flow. He knows the desire of my heart. Use me as your child of God. Amen. Amen. I know this might sound crazy to y'all, but my deep freezer went out and I didn't know it. My food almost was spoiled. I caught it in time, but I still said, thank you, Father, for letting me. Come on. Thank you, Lord. Why? Because I knew God has a lesson planned. It's important to read the word and pray. It is important. It's important. And I just can't even tell y'all some of the stuff that I've felt. And I know, I just feel like nobody understands. Um, the war against the evil one begins in your mind. Ooh, girl. I told my husband, I said, Gayla, I feel like I am stuck at 15 years old. Most of the time, I feel like I'm stuck at my 15-year-old self. And boy, oh boy, I promise you, I just been just going through some things. But I had to pray the other day, and when I tell you, I wasn't angry anymore. The tears had stopped flowing, and I sat and I listened to what this person had to say. And when I began to open my mouth and talk, I said, for so long, I felt like I was being ignored. And I just said what I had to say, but I didn't raise my voice. I didn't point my finger in nobody's face or anything like that. But I said what I had to say. And I knew from then I had a decision to make. And so she just kept saying, I promise you I'm going to look into it. And I'm going to give you a call. If she called me, she called every last one of y'all. So I said that to say I found myself having to really, in my own way, everybody's prayer life is different. Okay. For a long time, y'all, I thought that you had to open your mouth and pray. That I couldn't be somewhere and silently talk to God for a long time. But that's not true. Okay. And so I just began to talk to him, and I know I needed to, because even like the other night, when all of my kids were sleeping, Galen was asleep. I didn't know everybody was asleep. When my mom called me late the other night, okay, my father died this morning at 3 o'clock. Yesterday night she called. to tell me that she was on her way home, that they put him in hospice. And so I sat there and I just began, hey Jesse Boo, began to just think. And so I got up to go and talk to my husband about it. I got up to go talk to my husband about it. I peeped in Corey's room. He was asleep. I don't know, y'all. I just went to every room in this house. And I realized everybody was asleep. And I was the only one up. I realized that was the defining moment for me to go to God. It wasn't for me to talk to nobody else about that. I had to go talk to him. I had to talk to him in my own way. My own way. And so sometimes, people will make you think that you're not praying right. People will make you think, because they'll say stuff to you and make you think, okay, like, am I that stupid that I don't know how to talk? I'm talking to you that I don't know how to open my mouth and just basically talk to God. Like, but I knew I had to go and just talk to him. I had to talk to him the other day when I had to go sit before somebody. And I know I needed his peace. I didn't want to get up there and be crying and carrying on, because one thing I can tell you, people don't give a doggone about your tears. They don't. And my tears are not for sympathy. My tears are out of anger, I'm hurt, or I'm happy. Okay? It's one or the other. We have to begin training ourselves to notice when we fall into these negative thought patterns. Take them captive and bring them. Hey, Coach Renee. I had on my shirt today, Coach Renee. I had it on for a little while today. You thank you for the shirt. You can't feel like no one understands. I feel the same way too, but I know someone do. That's why I told you we need to talk. I'm waiting on you when you're ready. I don't mean no harm, y'all, but I don't know. It just like I don't been. Hey, Linda LaPoole. I have been hurt so much from talking to people, y'all. And to y'all, it has nothing to do with you. That I'm just like, I'm guarding myself like that. No matter how much I want to, I just don't. I just, it's. I just, y'all. I can't give it. I can't even get it in words. Y'all don't understand the depths, the lengths of stuff that I have gone through. Just like I may not understand what y'all have gone through. And like I said, now it's basically I just hold stuff in. If I don't talk to my husband about it, I don't talk to nobody about it. You know, talking to God about it, and I know I got to talk to him first. And so I feel at a certain point in my life, I didn't talk to God about it first. I did. And that's why things went the way that it did. I didn't go to God. I mean, because I grew up in a household where you could talk, I just felt like I'm like this. Y'all could come talk to me about anything. Yeah, that's just me. And I felt the same way. I felt like I could talk to people that I felt was close to me, or my friends, or people that I thought that cared. And I got my teeth kicked in. And I just don't want to do that to myself anymore. I don't. I don't want to do that to myself no more. Not that I feel like you'll do that to me, but it's just something just won't let me do it. You know what I mean? It's certain things I will talk about. But for me to, and I come on here and I bear my feelings in a way, but only to a certain extent. And it's just like, in order to take those words and thoughts captive, you need something to replace it with. You're right. And hey, April. Mixed emotions now. Nothing we can say to you. Just know that God got you. You gotta seek and trust God. You're right. I gotta seek and trust God. I'm here to tell y'all right now. I got so much feelings going through my body right now. I do. It's a proactive step. You have to be reading the Word of God on a regular basis, as opposed to waiting until the moments you need to look it up. That's right. Tamita, you need to be on this side of the camera, and I need to be in the comment section. Uh-huh. Experiences is easy to shake off. Keep praying and trusting that God will continue to heal you everywhere you hurt. It takes time to open yourself up again. That's why I have my stories and feelings that I can't let go, because I need to trust someone to lay it on. You know, my problem is, I don't even know. Oh God, I thank you, Lord. But anyway, I have had this week. I had this week, and it's not something I realize right this minute that it's not something that just happens. That's just exactly why God said pray about everything throughout your day. When this situation came up, it's like I just knew I had to. I just knew, and I could see that God was moving people out of the way. There was nobody there for me to talk to, because He knows my MO. He knows how I've operated. He knows. Every child in this house, my husband was asleep, and it was late. And then it came to my mind. He reminded me, I'm the one you need to talk to. They can't do nothing for you. They might hear what you're saying, but they're not gonna comprehend, and they're not gonna work it out. And that's another reason why I told Galen today, with his heart himself, that I didn't want him to mention that my father had passed. If y'all look at the time that I came on, I had been known. And I wrestled with myself about saying that. And I said, I'm not going to do it. Because for one, I didn't have a relationship with him like that. Two, I hadn't seen him in a while. So I was not a part of his life. Three, I felt like that was not my place to even come and say that my father passed away, because I wasn't in his life. I had all of these negative thoughts. All of these negative thoughts. I felt as though I shouldn't go to his funeral because he was not a part of my life. You know, I felt like I just feel like I shouldn't. I really feel like that, because I'm the oldest of all of his children, and with his wife, and his two stepsons. And well, no, one of his sons is older than I am, I believe. Yeah, two of them are older than I am, and his two stepsons are older than I am. But for my daddy's children. I'm the oldest. And I don't feel like anybody can ask me anything. I don't. I'm not qualified to answer any questions. Y'all know how older siblings, people ask you questions and I don't feel like I don't want nobody asking me no questions because I can't answer them for you. All I know is he had something to do with me being here. Now, his children, he may have spent time with them. They knew him. They knew what he liked, that kind of stuff. I didn't get that. And whether anybody knew it or not, it was hard for me because I got it on both sides, both on my mother's side and on my father's side. My sister, I want you to feel better because I love you. I want to feel better too, Tamita. You never forget, but with time you can endure and begin to trust slowly. And do you know, Starla, for the longest, I never had trust issues with people until I got on YouTube and I started meeting people, other types of people. And still, for a while, I didn't have trust issues. But I went through something, y'all, and it changed me. It changed me. And I used to sit and I would say, remind myself, Teresa, you can't trust man. You got to trust God with everything. So when you enter into a conversation or a relationship, whatever, your trust is in the one sits above, not the one down here with you. Your trust is in God and not man. So whatever you do, you trust God in it. You don't put your trust in man. Man is gonna let you down. And I went through that. I went through that, but that heaviness, it just got, it was real. It was so real. And it made me like I told y'all, question myself. He is looking at you every day. You wake up. I've been in your shoes with my parents. I'm glad your hubby said something because there's many going through and need to hear. Oh, hey Stephanie, how you feeling? When I tell y'all, hey Allison, I was not gonna say anything. I did talk to somebody and I asked them some questions to see, you know, but I wasn't gonna say anything to my YouTube family because I just don't feel worthy. I don't feel worthy to be in no funeral procession. I don't feel worthy to be even in the presence of his children because y'all, I just gotta say this. Y'all just give me a minute. Y'all just give me a minute. Hey, Cowboy Boom. I don't know if anybody has ever been given away, but for me, I didn't have grown up not one person ask me how I felt. I didn't have not one person ask me how I felt. Ask me, are you okay? Not one. But I knew I had to go through this. There was nothing I could do. I didn't have a say so. I couldn't ask questions, nothing. But I knew I was in a house with people that were taking care of me. But it was a difference to see your mama and your dad go on and have a life without you. It's a horse of a different color. Can you imagine being a child and your mama go one way and your daddy go another and they got children, but you're a product of them, but they gone without you? Will walk past and not even acknowledge me. Nothing. I went in another state always because he did move to another state at some point. But could literally, I could be sitting on the porch and I walk past like I'm somebody else's child. That thing hurt me. It hurt, and I'd be like, "What's wrong with me?" And so here I am now. When I didn't feel like I could go and visit him because he gave me up. That's something to say. And even as an adult, you have an opportunity to reach out, and it just wasn't so. Whatever his reason is, he's not here to. I can't ask these questions, and I didn't even feel like I could ask those questions because I know that's a touchy subject. So when through life people ask me about him, I don't know. And I would get the side eye people, look, what you mean you don't know? That's your daddy. Yeah, you're right. He had something to do with me being here. But he don't want me to be a part of his life. That's what I used to get. It always fell back on me. Like I was the problem. Well, why don't you reach out to him? You can reach out both your hands and feet. Don't mean somebody gonna receive it. I did that. And it's like all I have are hurt memories. I don't have good memories with him. I don't. I don't have good memories. The good memories that I had with his children, he was never there. He was never there. I would go spend the weekend with him and his family. He was never there. It was just us kids home. And there was one time that he was there, and it was not a good experience. It was not a good experience. And it just that's what I just don't I don't I don't want to be a part of that. And maybe I'm overthinking it. I sat there and be in the room and his children are there and I, I'm gonna tell you how I'm the bastard child, okay? Because my mom and dad weren't married. I'm the bastard child, but he have children from his wife. I'm the bastard child. I'm the throwaway child. I'm the one you don't acknowledge at all. And I carried that. Nobody asked me how I felt. People ask me stuff about him. Don't nobody ever say, well, how did that make you feel growing up? Were you okay? How was? Nobody ever asked me that. Nobody ever tried to help me deal with that. And I didn't know how to say it back then. I didn't realize it until I got to be grown. And so when I say I feel like I'm not worthy to sit, I'm not worthy to go to his funeral because I was not a part of his life. I don't feel like I don't feel like I have a place there. And I don't want it to be about me, but I'm saying I because I feel like I was the sore spot. You get what I'm saying? And I hear, you know, asking his children or saying my condolences to you. But I'm the one don't nobody know. I'm the one don't nobody know. But I've been around having to look at all of this stuff. I've been there at family gatherings and all of them be right there with him. and they stand there in a huddle and they talk, they laugh. And I have to sit there like I'm belong to somebody else, like I was a part of the wall. Never acknowledge me. Do y'all know how bad that hurt? I can hear him calling Daddy. And he respond. I didn't even know how to put those letters together to say anything to him. I felt like a alien even saying Daddy. Because he never talked to me. I never heard him say my daughter. I never heard him say, I'm proud of you. None of that. And so I don't feel like that's a place I could be. Like today, going to Nana's house. I didn't feel like I could go there. But I did. I put my big girl panties on and I had my husband and my children with me. If it had not been for God, I know he gave me the strength to do it. Y'all, I just had to make up in my mind to do it. And so I said, I'm going to go in a serving capacity. I'm going to make this curry chicken. I'm going, with whatever money I have, I'm going to take what I got and I'm going to go. But I am not going to be nobody's maid. I am not going to be nobody's maid. I'm not going to be nobody's footstool. I'm not going to be nobody's bastard. I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to do it from here. I brought that food in, and I didn't say, oh, I brought that. No, I brought it in, put it down. And tell them, look, well, off of one, you don't have to eat off of one plate. Eat the food. That's what it's there for. That ain't my kind of house. I don't operate like that. I don't be looking at the food and counting how many scoops of rice you get. Like I told her, first come, first serve. You get there to get you a plate, you eat. I don't do that. So I went at a serving capacity, whatever I could do. And I think I did it to keep myself from thinking about it. But another ray of sunshine to my day was my stepbrother was there with his girlfriend. And he has always acknowledged me. You know what I mean? He's always called me his sister. He's always treated me as such. We go to the same church. He will make his way to me. He's given me his phone number. He'll contact me on Facebook and he will say something. You know what I mean? That thing hurt. Angela G. Johnson. Hey, P&Q. Hey, Tracy B. I don't want to do nothing for show, y'all. I'm telling y'all. It don't pay. But I've always been a servant. I've always been a servant. I have always been a servant. I never knew or thought I could say no to anybody. You know what I mean? I felt like I had to. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, I'll do it. I know how to do it. Yeah, I felt like I had to do that because I didn't want to make nobody mad with me. I didn't want nobody to send me away. So that's been me my whole life, being a yes girl. Everything that God has given me, I did it. I gave away. I did for free. I broke my neck. Whatever I could, I did it. I did it to make people like me, see me, to the point that I don't know how to be anybody else. I don't know how to be anybody else. I don't. I don't. I don't even know what to say. I think I'm scared of how I'm gonna feel being in the room with all these people that know him and have spent time with him, and I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing but hurt feelings. I don't have nothing. I got two things, maybe three. One is that he took me to his mom at some point. There was a time when my grandmother passed, and here I am grown and married, and Nana was having a hard time. Granny hadn't been dead an hour, and she was having a hard time. And she had just had surgery on my shoulder, and I remember he was pulling on me, you know. And I said, well, just everybody grieve in their own way. Just let her grieve the way she wanted. And of all the people in that room talking and saying, me, I'm 4'11". He's 5'9", 5'10". I don't know. Of all the people, he reached back and punched me in my face. My daddy, he came charging at me with his fist balled up to punch me in my face. What the back, baby? I'm okay. Okay. I'm okay. Okay. To punch me in my face. But I said, you gonna hit me? And took the neighbor and Nana to jump in between us and push him off of me. Of all the people that are saying something. It was to the point, put the back side. It was to the point, y'all, as a little girl, I used to lie about my daddy. I used to lie. I could see him walk past me. And all I can remember saying was, what you mad with me for? Why you mad with me? Why you want to hurt me? Because your mama did what you did. And that image has been in my head. He reached back to hit me, y'all. I mean, like, I don't mean fake, like, I mean, like, and was coming at me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, I knew it. They pushed me out the way and I hit the wall. And there comes a time, I tell you, God, the pastor was preaching one day. He said, somebody is going to apologize to you. He didn't call no name. He said, before the day is over, somebody's going to come and apologize. And this was before that happened. This was before my grandmother passed away. This was before my grandmother passed away. He had come to me and he apologized. And then here it is. My grandmother wasn't dead an hour. And all I said was, everybody grieved him. Just let her cry. That's all I said. Just let her cry. Just let her cry. And there was a room full of people talking and saying stuff to him. But he reached back to hit me. And so all of these things, then he, years went by, didn't see him, didn't hear from him. And then when I did see him, he'll say, hey, that be it. And he just go on, just like any other time. Like I didn't matter, didn't mean nothing to him, didn't sit down and talk to me, didn't have no conversations with me, no birthday cards. I got a birthday card from him one time, and I know why he sent it to me because of his girlfriend. But I never got one after that. I went to cosmetology school. And my grandmother told him what I was doing. He asked me questions, and I'm like, wow. But there was no result. I'm going to send you the money to pay for you, the things you need for your school. It hurt me because, I had never asked him for anything, and I didn't ask him then. And years went on, he got sick, and I finally went to see him at his apartment. And I walked in, said, I said, hey, you know who I am? He said, yeah. I said, who? And he said my name. I said, okay. How you doing? Oh, I'm okay. Trying to strike up a conversation. He said nothing else. So I'm just standing there. Said nothing else. So I left. Didn't see him for years after that or talk to him. And he was in a nursing home. And went there one day. He was at Nana house. And he was sitting in the chair. And I was talking to him. And I knew then there's some things, was he was sick. And I reached out. His hand was on the chair. And I reached out and grabbed to hold his hand and talk to him. And he snatched his hand away from me. I felt so bad. And I tried and I said, maybe I'm imagining this, because of my past. Maybe I'm imagining this. Maybe I'm imagining this. He turned away. He never said anything to me. And then one day, he was in the nursing home, and I went and found him by myself. I didn't tell Nana, nobody that I was going. I went and I went to see him, and I don't know if he had dementia at this point or what, but I don't know what was going on because they never told me he had dementia or nothing like that. But I was standing there talking to him, and he was just looking down. He would shake his head. And then I finally said, do you know who I am? And he had said that. I said, do you know who I am? So he started to bat his eyes. And he looked up. He looked up at me. I said, it's me, T. And he's like that. Oh, shit. Is what he said. And he dropped his head and he never looked at me again. said I had stood there and I had talked to him for the longest. I told him I had Corey. I showed him pictures of Corey. He asked me questions about Corey. But when it came to me, I got nothing else. I said, well, okay, I'm going to leave. I'll get back to get the kids. And I'll be back to check on you again. I didn't say one word. And I left there numb as a box of rocks. Okay? And as I was driving down the street, I think I turned my camera on because I think I was doing YouTube then. And I just felt this overwhelming feeling of rejection all over again. All over again. Rejection. Rejection was all over me. Rejection, rejection, rejection. And I couldn't even but cry. And from that day to this, I had not seen him. I had not talked to him. I found out that a couple of days after I left, uh, something went on with his brain and he became, Janae, come check this microwave. It's making a noise. He became unresponsive. And I felt like that was my fault. I really did. I felt like it was my fault. Because I was like, if I hadn't gone to see him, I would not have triggered these memories in him. I would not have brought something up in him. You know, I felt like I brought up hurt feelings or things like that in him. And I felt like I did something. So I didn't go back. I didn't go back. And when my mom called yesterday to tell me that they put him in hospice, I was like, I don't think I can go. I didn't have a desire to see him, but um, I didn't know if he wanted to see me, you know. And I know she told me that at that point, he wasn't recognizing anybody. But I didn't even want to go and talk to him and for him to hear my voice and to get upset. I didn't. And I know I'm coming across as though I feel like I'm a problem. And that's the way I feel. All these years, it keeps resurfacing. I know I'm here because God called me to be here. But every so often, that hurt, that rejection that I feel, it comes back in some form. My birth mother is no longer here. I felt rejection from her. I sat across from her and she didn't even know who I was on the city bus. She didn't. I know my parents had struggles. I know they're human beings. I have problems just like they have problems. But when somebody on the outside noticed it and said it to me, because I thought, okay, I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to leave it at that. I was going to keep it to myself. But it was a lady on the bus with me. She said, I don't mean no harm. She heard our conversation. She said, I don't mean no harm, baby, but do you know her? We got off the bus together at the same stop. I said, yes, ma'am. I said, you wouldn't believe it. I said, but that was my mother. And all she could say was, oh, baby, I am so sorry. I said, that's okay. She didn't know me. And she acted like she had an attitude with me. I said, hey, Yvonne, do I know you? I said, yes, you do. Do I know you? I said, yes, you do. Look at me. Look at me. I said, I look just like you. And she said, oh, my baby. You're so pretty. That's my baby. Didn't say nothing else. She pulled that string, got off at the next bus stop, and didn't even say bye. Didn't say bye. And I had my children with me. She ain't asked me about them. Nothing. Mm-mm. So that's, to me, that was like the third time I was rejected by her. You get me? Like the first time was when she beat me for no reason. I felt violated, you know? And it just like, how do you, I mean, like, seriously. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Brian. How you doing? Thank you, Anita. They were dealing, Colleen, but you know, as a child, you don't know that. They were dealing with their own demons, but as a child, you don't know that. When you see your mother and father on the hood of the car with court documents, she signed it right. My daddy went and found her. I was with my daddy in the car, me and his other daughter. I never forget it. He pulled up in front of this little juke joint, left us in the car. He went in there and came out with her. They were on the right side of the car, and I'm sitting in the back seat. She signed on the dotted line. He signed on the dotted line. She turned around and went back in the juke joint, didn't say boo. Rejection. Didn't say boo. Thank you, Mary. Hey, Luna. You feel me, country food? I mean, like, but they had families, y'all. That's what hurt. They had families outside of me. My mama, she didn't never get married again, but she had other children that she spent time with. She used to keep them. She used to spend time with them. They tell me about how she used to read books to them, how she taught them so much stuff. But I couldn't get a birthday card. I couldn't get nothing. My dad spent time with his children. Even as me, as a grown up with my own husband and children, I've seen them together. But I got none of that. Can y'all, I mean, do y'all understand how deep the hurt run in me? And just when I think I'm dealing with it better, now I gotta go sit and listen to people talk about him, about what they know about him, about how good he was to them, what he did for them. I heard some of it today, and all I could feel was rejection all over again. All I could feel was rejection all over again, 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 again. I am the oldest of his children. For my mother, I'm not the oldest. I'm the second to the oldest. But she still spent time with them. I'm the oldest on my dad's side with my dad and his wife. I'm the oldest. Now, he has stepsons that are older than me, but I'm talking about his children. Those two boys were not his. For my mother, I'm the second to the oldest, and then there's two after me. I experienced that with your dad because he could. Thank you, Colleen. I know I don't have to do anything that makes me uncomfortable. Some of the same stuff with your dad. He now lives with you. God knows our hearts. I mean, the moments. But, uh, thank you, Peggy Sue. Yeah, it's deep. And I'm glad he's pain free. You know, I'm glad that he don't have any more pain, any more worries, that his demons don't bother him no more. I'm glad. I am truly glad that he's at peace. And, you know, I think me experiencing rejection in my life caused me to do and accept a lot of things. Um, and I apologize to my children. You know, he's at peace. He's at peace because whatever he went through in life, I had a cousin watch. Um, she talked to me on the phone one day. She told me, she said, you know, your dad was mistreated when he was young. And I never got to know my mother or my father. I had a lady in the meat market to tell me about my mother. She looked at me, she said, "Ooh, you look like somebody I know. You got a sister or something like that?" And I told her, "No." I said, "But you might know, you might be talking about my mother." And I told her what my mom's name was. She said, "Girl, yes." She said, "Oh, that was that's my best friend. I hadn't seen her in a minute." And she just began to tell me about my mother, how pretty she was. She always had natural hair, beautiful skin, very smart, could do anything, you know, talented. But if you piss her off, you got a whole problem. And so Galen was like, "I see where she get it from you. Now I know where she get it from you." She was like, had the best. She just laughed. We always had a good time. But if you make her mad, you got a problem. So that's all I know about it. And what my sisters and my cousin would say, you know, when they said we all would be together and we sit around and talk about it. But mom, out of all the baggage, you turn out to be a loving and caring mother who is favored by God the Almighty. I love you. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I messed up my children. I have allowed my children to see me act in ways that I know it's not godly. I have allowed them to hear me say things that I know is not godly. Acting out my frustrations, not wanting to be taken advantage of, and I know it's not right. And I ask my kids to me fear and frustration in a lot of ways. because I carried all of this stuff, talk about it. Didn't know who to talk about it. I did so many things. But y'all, I want to feel better. I do. Sometimes I wish I could just erase what I went through and me not ever think about it again. And I told my husband, I said, I think I've been walking in unforgiveness and didn't know it. And I've been walking in unforgiveness. And I want to forgive anybody that has ever hurt me. I want to forgive you. I forgive you. Lord, show me how to let go and leave it. Because I don't want to walk in unforgiveness. Because I want to be free. I don't want to feel like I'm bound in my past as a 15-year-old. No more. I don't. It's just some people don't walk away and not look back. I know that God is watching you. It's okay to walk away. I just want to get in my car and drive the night and stuff. Thank you, Michelle. Y'all, please don't get me wrong. Please. This is not simple. I'm serious, y'all. This stuff is real. Okay? This stuff is real. And can you imagine, as a kid, I went through my whole life, even as an adult, and not how to just will have these images and these things and not know how to express myself. So I allowed people to walk over me. I allowed people to do a lot of stuff. I started I started drinking, doing things that I always vowed I would not do. And I lost myself. I did. I lost me. I did. I lost me. And so the me that I thought I was, I don't want to be that me. I want to be the me that God created me to be. That's far more greater than anything that I can think of. I don't care if I'll write a cookbook. I don't care if I'll never have a business. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I just want to be free. I do. And it kept me from loving on my children the way that I need to. It did. It did. It kept me from loving on my kids the way that I needed to. I don't need to get it out, but I tried. I guess I talked to the wrong people. People that I thought cared, and people laugh at you behind your back or say all kind of stuff. Whether God trusts you with a child and you want to be right by that child, you will have to give account for that. For reason you were the child, and it's not your burden. Thank you. Thank you, Lachey. Yes, she is, Angela, and I'm proud of my baby. You know, I never wanted my girls to grow up and go through the stuff that I went through. That's why I always told them never settle for a man. Never let a man downgrade you. Never. I always tell them to be self-sufficient. Take out the trash. Do learn how to do everything there is to take care of you and don't need a man. Because I don't want you to be dependent on nobody but God for your life. Whether a man is there or not, it don't bother you. I never want them to be like that. None of them. I've never wanted to raise prissy girls to where they can't get their hands dirty, where they can't, they gotta, you know, oh my, no, I never wanted to raise them like that. That's why I did everything. I wanted to be the example. And it wasn't that I made myself do things in front of them, but I was me. I didn't mind getting on my hands and knees and scrubbing the floor, cleaning out underwear on my hands. You know, when we didn't have hot water, when we couldn't even flush our toilet, we could flush the toilets, but we couldn't even take a bath because our plumbing was so messed up. I did what I had to. Behind closed doors, I had a turkey fryer. We used to put the big crab pot on the turkey fryer and boil water. And that's how we would rinse off. We'll take a big cup, we'll wash with a rag and soap, and we stand in it and just let the water rinse us off. We did that for over a year. We cooked outside on the grill, on a hot plate, because we had no gas, could not afford it. I know that was a hard time for my kids. Just sometimes wouldn't have enough money to, but when I tell you God did some things, I'm telling you, He did. Behind our four walls, and we didn't tell nobody, nobody knew. Nobody knew. We didn't have a phone, but they can't now because God is raising you up and blessing you in the process. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Natural Lady. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. I know y'all like when you gonna grow up. I ask myself the same question. We said, when you gonna grow up? When are you gonna mature? But then I think about God keeps saying you need to be childlike, and I don't mean immature and petty, but I need to be childlike. I can't do this by myself. Lord, I don't know. And I tell him all the time, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. I need you to show me. I need you to speak to me because I don't know. Even today, y'all, I'm telling you, I didn't know what to do. I remember, I don't even know how to put this in work. You know, you're in the midst of a breakthrough. Continue to let it out so that you can continue to heal. Thank you, Lord. I remember when my birth mother died, well, before she passed, she was in the hospital, and they said they gave her until a certain time of night. And this is how disconnected from them I am. Even though she carried me and she birthed me into this world, that was it. Okay. When they said it's four girls, and they were like, we need to know whether to resuscitate her, and y'all got to make a decision. Who? Y'all have to make the decision whether we resuscitate her or not if her heart stops or she stops breathing. I said, I say, I am not God. That is not a decision I can make. I can't tell you no, don't resuscitate her. I can't tell you that. I felt I couldn't even tell you yes because I don't know what God. I told him, I said, y'all do what you want. That's not a decision I can make, and I feel like that. That's not my job. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't. I didn't know her like that to even make a decision like that. I knew her name was Yvonne and her last name. I couldn't tell, and I think she was born in April. That's it. When you like that, you can't make a decision about somebody's life like that. I don't know her like that. I don't. I knew she had short. And when y'all see me with my afro and how my hair's turning gray, my mama was natural. She was natural, and from what I've been told, I look more like her than my other sisters do. I think we all favor in some way. You have all so much in this short time that I've been watching you. You are a true blessing. you've been through qualifies you for a time just like this. Thank you, Lord. But naturally, I don't see the growth. I don't. I still feel like, seriously, like I'm stuck back at age 15. I do. Well, we can't have a baby. It takes more to be a mother. Mother's go above and beyond. Your mother was just a woman. Then you have a baby. Now you're above and beyond for me. That is unconditional. Thank you. I love you guys too, Stephanie. You will find that God is with you and your father. And God showed you the way to him. He is your father. He is. He is. And I told y'all there was a time when I sat at the table, um, and I had a revelation, and I could see it. And it was, even though it hurt me to see them sign me away, it was time. They had to let go and let God have his way. It was their time. That's all they could do. That's the way I saw it. Is that God said, okay, your time is up. I just used you. Y'all were the carriers. I'm gonna put her in somebody else's hands to mold her. And so my grandmother did just that. My grandmother adopted me, her and her husband, and they took care of me. They changed my name from Sparrow to Moore, and I had to change it on all my papers. And God showed me that now I was no longer illegitimate, but legitimate. You know what I mean? I was no longer the bastard child. But when I go sit amongst my dad's children, I feel like the bastard child. It takes time. Thank you. I'm just getting here. Hey, Legal 60. Thank you. Hey, Lady in Red. It's okay if you don't see it. God will do it. Thank you. Thank you, Naturally. You've always been a positive support system for me. There's so many of y'all. Y'all don't understand how God used y'all to hold me up. You know, y'all don't even know how weak I be some days. How I struggle so many days in my walk with Christ. I struggle so bad, y'all, but every single day God grants me new mercy. He's always forgiving. And he's always um he gives me more room to love and encourage. I get so much joy and happiness out of encouraging you guys or people wherever I go, and that they begin to see that God is with them and what he does and who they are. It just does so much for me. That means more to me than my own situation. You know, I don't mind telling what I've gone through to help somebody know who God is and to see how he's working in their life. I'm so serious. And like I said, my dad lives with me. He will walk around my house sometimes and not say a word to me, almost as if I owe him something. That is so sad. That is so sad. God just keeps snitching me back. Thank you, Jesus, for loving me. So, amen. Thank you, Lord. At the time she was talking about her mom. So that's why I said what I said. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Barbara Joyce. I don't know what it's like not to have my parents, but I know everyone's walk is different. But it took me looking back on my life to see how God has been walking by my side this whole time. Mm, I'm a special mama who was set up to be used by God. May He continue to use you and bless you. Thank you. Same to you, Coach Renee. Y'all go over and subscribe to Coach Renee. Some of her broadcasts really helped me this week, and I was binge watching them back and forward, back and forward. I was. Thank you, Luna. I appreciate that, baby. I love you too, Luna. You know I don't stay up late. I'm gonna go to bed. I want you to know you will be in my prayers as usual. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate you so much. I really do. You even had me laughing in the comment section. I've been reading some of my comments on the videos. Yeah, because people will call you, Keisha. They will call you. I'm telling you. People ain't scared of nothing no more. Good morning. Oh, so Lord, good morning. Hey, Aaliyah, how you doing? I love you too, sweet pea. Oh my word. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'm gonna have to go back after this broadcast is over and look at all your comments. But when I tell y'all, my babies were there for me today. Ashley got off work early. Darian didn't know until I think it was around his lunch break, like around 12 or 1 o'clock or something like that. That Galen let him know that my dad had passed away. You have to email me, because I don't want nobody to get your phone number. You shouldn't put your number. I'm gonna hide that. Okay, so they won't. Um, they're doing the best that they can. Kamika, they're doing the best that they can, and you know, Nana and my aunt, my uncle is and his family is flying in. I don't know if he's gonna fly in now and then go back and get them, but they're coming from Houston, Texas. Um, my brother is. I don't know if his wife is coming, but he should be in tonight. I think he should be in now from Houston. He's flying in. Um, we got family from all over that's supposed to come in. The funeral group, I think they're gonna try to get it for um, next Saturday. And oh, Tally, you better let me know who you are. Oh, yeah, so I gotta go over and um, I got a lot of things to do tomorrow before I go over there. Um, but y'all stay tuned. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to video chat tomorrow because I know a lot of people don't want to be on camera. This, that, and the other. Yeah. it did my heart some good to have my children and my husband with me. When I tell y'all, it can make me so mad sometimes, but y'all, oh, I just love him. He just was so sweet. I mean, like he went and bought water, he bought cases of sodas, he bought the chicken, all the stuff for me to cook for them today. Um, just so whatever I needed, and he helped me pack up all this stuff to take over there, and you know, and I'm glad he was home. I'm glad he's been home with me, and he just kept checking on me, and he was like, "Y'all, I got her back," and he do. He aggravate the snot at me sometimes, but he just, I thank God for it. I may not act like I'm grateful all the time, that I'm appreciative of him. I'm appreciative that God gave him to me. I could be selfish sometimes, um, but I'm just so glad to have him in my life, y'all. I felt at peace. I felt like, I can't even, not just him, but my son was at work, so he didn't know until getting told me. And he let his job know. And then when got off like 30 minutes, but an hour early, 30 minutes to an hour early. And he came over there and he got the kids and brought them back home. And, but they were there, you know, my babies were there with me. And I hope they be with me tomorrow again because I might not go over there every day, but I think today I had to. And I think I'm going to go tomorrow. I may not go Sunday because that's usually our time. Even if I go Sunday, it might not be for a long time, but um, I know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think the viewing will probably be Friday. So I may just stay home those days. Um, but I know tomorrow I got to go and help my mom and do some things around the house because both of them, um, my aunt, she's getting around but slowly, and then my mom's in a wheelchair, so um, don't know what I'm gonna do, but hopefully we can get up tomorrow if it's God's will, and y'all just pray for me, pray for my family, uh, and I thank y'all for doing so. I thank you for your words of encouragement. Y'all don't understand, but right now, with everything that I'm going through, what's bothering me right now, I have my sinuses. I don't know if y'all can see it, but my face is swollen. I don't know if y'all can see it. Thank you, country food. Thank you, Taylor. I pray that God's peace is stress as you go through this tough time. Thank you, Coach Renee. Um, Once everything is over now, I pray you'll be able to release all you hurt in the name of Jesus. If I could cough it up and get it off of me. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Thank you, Sweet Pea. Let me tell you, I was watching your earlier video, and you didn't want him to say anything. But boy, that man loves you. And he say, I saw that. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Pat. I am. I'm gonna do what my heart tells me to do. And my heart tells me to be in the serving capacity, you know. Because the little devil is on one shoulder and you know, my spirit man is on the other. And the devil is saying, well, what are they gonna say? What you gonna do if somebody say this? Or what you gonna do if somebody say that? You know, And I'm not gonna worry about that. You know, I'm just gonna leave it in God's hand. God gave every weakness in my life. Every life is all about God. Also, God put us in this life the way He wants us to be. He builds our character from that. Some people have to do. Pray for grace and strength. Thank you, Starla. It wasn't playing. He was like, "You can hug my baby, but come and pick." Okay, Michelle. Oh, we love you too. I thank y'all so much for you. So just being so kind. You know what I mean? We all can experience so much foolishness on a daily basis that it's good to come somewhere and you don't nobody want to hear all that. You know what I mean? And I love you too, Mercy. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Peggy, for my sinuses. Can y'all tell? I'm gonna be at peace with my decision. Whatever I decide. I'm glad I went today. I did. I'm glad I went. Thank you, Melanie. You love this painting behind me? I got that painting from Family Dollar. I did. I got two of them, one on the other side. Okay. Let's make you smile. I said, good brother, man. He a mess. He is. He a mess, y'all. Give it to the Lord. Thank you, man. I love you too. You're so sweet. Y'all all, it just like God knows who y'all are on that side of the screen. All I know is what y'all say to me, and I just take it for what y'all give me, and I thank God for you. Thank you for the words of encouragement. We all need some encouragement, and that's what we do. We come here, we love on each other, we encourage each other, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I I wasn't gonna come on tonight, but y'all once again stank. Once again, he said, Teresa, are you gonna do your live? I hadn't even thought about the live. He said, Teresa, are you gonna do your live? And maybe I give you where to keep walking toward no matter how high. The mind will give you strength to climb on up. Amen. Amen, Phyllis. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharice. Okay. Thank you, Peter King. Thank you so much. Um, Galen, once again, God used him, okay, and told him, baby, don't forget about your live tonight. I said, no, I don't think I'm going to do it. He said, well, I think you should. He said, and we got home tonight, y'all. It was like 7:40 something. And I went and laid across the bed. He said, Teresa, he said, Tamita, you still in here? He said, Teresa, I think you should do your live tonight. I think you should go on. You need that, is what he told me. He said, you need that. And we kept on. Say with your pretty self. He trusts me out when he do that. He'll say something, he be like, look at you with your stank pretty self. And it make me smile. And yeah, that rascal be on point. That's right, AJ. Yeah. Thank you for being so transparent. Only God knows for everything in this life. And let's continue to trust God and lean on Him. I pray each and every one of you all strength in the Lord. Much love. Amen, daughter of the King. So now, I don't know if y'all can see right here. and like my face across here is swollen. I don't know if y'all can see all of that right there. Um, right here. It's my sinuses. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right here. It hurt. Yeah, I know, right, Pat? I thank y'all. You and Cynthia and Teresa. They called me today, you guys, on video chat. Good night to me. I don't know if I said it. Um, and they cheered me up, and I love y'all for that. Um, Thank you to everybody that inboxed me today. I got so many emails, y'all, that I haven't been able to answer because my phone is dead. I gotta find my charger. My phone is dead, 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 dead. We had it on mute for my husband. I pray for you and for listening for a while. Thank you to me. Thank y'all for doing so. Good night, Angela Thomas. Is there Kenya's journey? He tickled me when someone says something about me. Kenya. I thought that was, he told me he was going to the store. He said, I'm going to the store. He was in here creepy crawling. He was like, what? Who that talking about they want to take you fishing? Child. Kayla's like, you won't take her fishing nowhere. Okay? Mm-mm. He like, go on somewhere with that. He trusts me out when he said that. Go on somewhere with that. That ain't gonna happen. Allergies or science. I felt it. Good night to me. To tell your husband I said thank you so much. Thank y'all for even interceding for me. Thank y'all for going in for me, y'all. Thank all of you. Um, I don't know. I felt the sinuses coming on for a while. I felt it. Um, Look, Cowboy Boom, love you too. Um, but I had no time to think about it. Um, my kids were going through. My kids were sick. The little ones. Mia is better. Jalen's better. Um, Corey's better. Praise God. And when I tell y'all, that was like being on a roller coaster. When I tell you, one got a fever, the other one got a fever. This one don't have a fever. That one don't have a fever now, but that one got a sore throat. This one got a hives. That one got this. That one got that. It was to the point where I was like, oh Lord, who I'm giving medicine to right now? I wrote it on the chart. I still got it on the refrigerator. Mama Margaret, you been in here. I'm trying to stay prayed up, Mama Margaret. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. When you walk with your head held high. Remember, you are a daughter of the King. Amen. Love you and good night. Love you too, Starlet. Thank you so much. You've been with me for a while now. Thank you for always being a good support system. I really do appreciate it. I really do need it. Absolutely, Nautica. Hey, beautiful. The whole time. Well, thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all know who Mama Margaret is? That's Alicia Southern Cruz' mother. Essie, how are you? My prayers go out to you. I watch you in the film all the time. You had me crying with you. I only said something when it was your birthday and now. But you would be okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here with us, Essie. I really do. Glad to have another family member. I'm doing pretty good. I'm in one piece. How are you? Thank you, P and Q. Thank you, Coach Renee. Turn her phone to a smile. Good night. Good night. Alicia was talking about how her mom moved. Oh yeah, I haven't. I've seen a few of Alicia's videos come out. Um, they popped up in my feed um today, and I gotta play catch up. You got a lot going on. I understand, baby. Y'all don't have to apologize to me. It's just good to hear from you. When you're able to come in, it's good to hear from you. But um, if I can tomorrow, I will. Um, I may be able to come live for a little bit and let y'all talk to Nana. And go from there. Oh, all right, y'all. It is 10:24. Did you hear what happened to the little girl from Texas? No, I know my daughter Ashley said something about it, but I hadn't watched the news. I was already, I didn't hear anything about it. Let's get some rest and take care of yourself. Always remember that you are loved and appreciated. Thank you. We got to talk soon, okay? Daughter of the King. Don't they get down in Mississippi? That's that family life. Family life. Oh, good night, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in our intentional broadcast tonight. Time for you to treat your son situation. And I really hope all the children are well. I love you. And best wishes. Thank you. And yeah, and we'll see what I can do about this. Uh-huh. There was no one like you. You make us smile when you are sad. Um, I do say, I really do. I find love in your words. And, you know, part of me want to hold back, you guys. I'm telling you. Part of me want to hold back because I've been hurt so much. So part of me won't let me receive it. And part of me, you know, that I'm battling with myself. Part of me is grabbing hold of what you guys are saying and want to tuck it away in one side of my heart, and the other side is like it's keeping it at bay. So I'm battling with myself. I've been hurt so much by people saying one thing and doing another. It's not against you guys. I'm just struggling. I just ask the Lord to give me peace. Let me accept what I need to. Teach me how to respond, and anything else is on Him. You know, learning how to use my words, my time, my energy, learning how to share my space, my him to just feel me with his wisdom and everything, his discernment, all that I need. He didn't say that this walk was going to be easy. He did not promise me that. He told me that it was going to be some trouble. He told me I was going to have some times. But I appreciate y'all so much. And I hope you guys take something away from both of my channels. That's good. That's right. That's loving. That's peaceful. That's help and not a hindrance. Okay. Hey, Robin. I love you guys. Thank you, Kamika. Kamika, did you ever send me a picture of you? I know I done asked you that a dozen times, but I'm like, what my picture? I can't even check the email right now to see. But those of you that are in here right now and you have not emailed me a picture of you, I need y'all to do so tonight. Give me your YouTube name, okay? Hugs and kisses and much love to you too, Robin. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, uh, I don't know what hurt the most, him being gone or all the feelings flooding back in. I think that's what it was. Risa Rich 6. I just put it in the comments. Just know you and the rest of the family. Just give them a big hug and kiss and to let them know that will do, Vernell. Will do. I'm gonna have to maybe I can come on tomorrow and y'all be able to call and talk to her. Okay. I'll have to title it a chat with Nana. Mm-hmm. And see how that go. So y'all gonna have to call one at a time. Okay. All right. Y'all continue to be sweet. Praying for everyone that has come into this broadcast, Lord, to be able to feel your presence tonight. And we thank you for answering every prayer, spoken and unspoken. Thank you for covering us with your feathers. Thank you for the hedge of protection that you have granted to us. Thank you for the new mercies that you give to us each day. For your word says that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. I thank you, God, for the moment of weeping, giving you all of our cares and our concerns, and I thank you for the joy that comes in the morning. I thank you for lifting our heads, oh God. I thank you for those that come in and they choose to be intentional about sowing seeds of help and healing and love and support, oh God. You know who each and every one of them are. And I ask you, God, to bless them immensely from the top of their head to the sole of their feet. Fill their hearts full of joy and all the peace of you, the peace that surpasses all understanding. In the mighty and precious name of Jesus. Thank you, Lord. We say amen, amen, and amen. We give you all the glory. Thank you. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? Thank you, Rhonda. I'm praying that you feel better, Robin. Praying for your peace, sweet pea. I can't tell you that when it'll get better, but I know it will. It'll get a little easier. Continue to be basically blessed and know that we love you. I love and appreciate you guys too. All right, y'all. Y'all sleep well. Bye, guys.